Okay, hi everybody. Let's see if I can get this to work. I'll go down and tweet this. It's actually 10:2. The stream looks like it's working. It looks like it's working. 10:2. Save that. Okay. So I think this is working. What do I got? Here's some things. A bunch of stuff. Calendar. I don't want it to be annoyed. So mail should go away. Okay, welcome everybody. We are working on Sakai. Sakai-ger. Sakai-ger got, oh, not HTTPS. I should fix that. Make that HTTPS. Okay, so we're working on a Jira today. This one here. And I talked a bunch about, in my previous video, about the logic here and how Matthew had a view of this. I had a really simple view of this. I always like to delete code, and then Laura, we talked about it yesterday in our Tuesday morning tech meeting, and Laura came up with sort of a reason not to go blast it all, because I wanted to blast it all. I really wanted to blast it all. So what we've got is I've got so far, is Sakai running? Oh, let me start it up. Yes. Tail. There we go. Sakai's running. And so what I've got done so far is, well, let me just do a get diff somewhere. So I've got some code that so far is, this is what I love about foo-rm, is that I've got this new piece of dialogue, I've got a new database table and everything, and that's all I had to change in foo-rm. I mean, it's not that different than any other object relation mapper, except for the fact that it's not trying to hide you from SQL. You can do lots of stuff with SQL, as you've seen in other live streaming, where Miguel did a ton of SQL with extra joins and stuff, and it was, the key to my foo-rm is that you can be as efficient as you want to be, and the ORM gets out of your way. Okay, so where am I at? So the last thing we did is I'm trying to find where in the code that little dialog box of the plugin tools, because what I really am trying to do here, is it up yet? Yep, it's up. So what I'm really trying to do here is make it so that things don't appear in plugin tools unless they have this little thing ticked. And this is the tick box. Now I got the tick box in already. Right? So this is the part that I've already got done. Configuration dialog during tool selection, bypass or show. And Matthew wanted it to be show as default, which is our current situation, and bypass as non-default. And you know, I'm going to make the case, which people can disagree with me later, that bypass configuration dialog should be the way it is. And that's because when you add this, it always brings up this customize. This is the dialog box that we're talking about bypassing. And the problem is that you then can, most of that you don't want to change, and then it shows up here and you can hit edit. And I wanted to delete it. And it's the same thing, right? It's generic code I wrote. foo-rm knows how to build all this stuff. I love foo-rm. It knows all these things. And so I was going to get rid of it completely under site info, and Laura said, don't completely get rid of it because there's these things she calls bad tools, which ask too much of the user, and she wants to be able to have bad tools have a appropriately worse user experience to say, you can't put this tool in until you fill these 3 things in. And so she wants the configuration dialog to be able to be selectively enabled. I think that's what she wants. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing a Notre Dame t-shirt. Hi, Laura, if you're watching. Okay, so that's where we're at. And so what I'm attacking now is I'm attacking finding the code that puts this box up and the list here. And so I was looking for the string plugin tools, and I'm finding all these things. SysTools LTI title. Oops. This has a really weird internationalization pattern. I think that somebody decided that somehow these features should have their internationalization pulled out of their actual tool stuff. So we're just going to have to figure out this is project site tools, selected tools, remove. Let's see what we got here. I got to figure out which of the velocity templates this is. There's my iframe removal code, iframe removal code, iframe removal code, iframe removal code. No, still more iframe removal code. Known to me. Oh man, we got a lot of iframe. Inclusion page now, that's still iframe removal code. I hope these things are being compressed on the way out. Page body. Okay. Start tool header. Buffered tool content. That's the magic of the iframe. Remove configured tool. Project site tools. What am I looking at? Oh, project site tools. Okay. Yeah, that will find me. JavaScript is always a little bit. I want to find the dang. There we go. Okay. It's one of these two. Oh, customize LTI tools. Oh yeah. Customize LTI tools. So I'm going to, just for shits and grins, I'm going to say yada here. And then I'm going to recompile this guy and stick yada in there. Watch as that recompiles. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Okay. Which was the other one? Sites that looks like a much earlier message. Yeah, that looks like an earlier message. Site modify. Is it customizing? Actually, I don't care so much about this. I want to talk about this page right here. Back. What? I'm going to take it out. It's got to be deleted. So we can add it. Customize tool. Yada showed up. So that's customized tool instances, but that's not exactly the one. I mean, so that's. Okay, so I got that one, but now I gotta go find this one. View page source. Oh, maybe I can find it with that because we have a class on it. Oh, come on. Okay, so this is feeling better. Put that in and recompile. So I just gotta, I mean, everyone sort of has an architecturally clever way. This is the danger of like model view controller internationalization. Because if you, I mean, if you look at my PHP class, Web Applications for Everybody, I have a model view controller where it's all in the same file, and you know what? You got the model here, and the controller's all of it, and the view's down below. And we're like, no, I want to put it in a different file. And then you put it in a different file, and then every architect has a different place to put the frickin' files. Oh, I'm going to put my templates over here. Oh, wait a sec. No, these are a set of reusable templates, so I'm going to stick them over here. So you're grepping all the freaking time. And if you write a dumb application, what the heck is going on here? How come so much is compiling? Holy crap. I didn't mean to compile the whole thing. Oop. Oh, man. I'm going to have to restart Sakai. While I was griping about stupid model view controllers who think that just by putting stuff in separate files, it makes it better. The problem is someone decides to move the internationalization strings to some general purpose place. And then they'll move the templates to a general purpose place. And you can't find the damn things. If you look at the code that I write, you can find stuff in it. It's not some genius architect. Oh, sorry. Okay, I gotta shut this down. I mean, it just like, you should get stuff close together when you can, because when you have a million lines of source code, you just gotta find things. And it's fine if you're spending your whole life in one little chunk of code, but when you're fixing bugs, you don't know where you're gonna go. You just go and you gotta find it, and you gotta reconstruct a picture of what the latest genius who reconfigured the code and thought this is a great way to collect these common things together. I'm like, where are these things at? Hurry, hurry, hurry. It's taking more than 60 seconds. Let's see, whatever. We're in. Okay, Mercury site. Site info. All that frustration just to figure out Yada tool group multiple display. There I go. And now I'm going to find that when I look inside the Java code, the controller code, they're going to not put that string in. Like this. This is the velocity template. So now I want to be able to grep for that. Grep minus R. Okay, well that's cool because it's been included in Chef site edit tool group features. Oh boy. See, some of these tools are got so complex that they come up with conventions by which they name their templates. Yeah, and so we gotta do, I think we gotta take that off and keep going. Okay, site action Java. So we've found the mother load, right? Because now we're finding the controller edit tool group features. We find where the controller is choosing made an array. Oh, son of a bitch. So we're going to look at template sub 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Why? Could it please be this simple? No, it can't be that simple. Now let's just see if there's more of these things. See. Oh, case 4. Action. At least we put some comments in. No, we put exactly one comment in. Oh, switch statement. Action 4 template. Again, overthinking the freaking problem. Action 4 template. Well, that's okay. I can say LTI service, not that one. Oh yeah, I fixed that code there. Delete content. Content model. LTI service. Get tools. Current LTI tools. Here we are. Oh, yeah, after all that grumping, I think it's really pretty dang easy. Each model attribute. You will be mine. So this code is going to be so easy to change. Why you have to come up with all these layers of abstraction and clever organization. It's okay to use constants, but putting constants in an array, again, this code is pretty old, so I can't be too complaining about it. Tool map, print out tool map. And so I've got to look at system.out. Println. Okay, so we're going to say like this, but clean that up with constants in a bit. I'll figure out what the column name of this thing is in my foo.rm. Well, what was my column name? The column name was, I guess I call it site info. I should have called it site info bypass. I might just actually change that. See, 1.equals, after all that whining I did, show dialog. Continue. Not. Buckada-boo. I think I'm close. And I'm in the tool, so okay, should be able to compile from the tool on down. And compile from the tool on down. And that should be enough. Oh, what name should I call that? What name should I call that? Somebody just texted me with the right name to call it. Just check it. Oh, great. What'd I do wrong? Oh. Might have been something having to do with a session and resetting the session and too much stuff in sessions. So now let's go to the tail. Must not have got it. Oh, whoa, yeah. That's not it. I was close. That's the selected list. That's not it. Well, let's do this. Yeah, here's where we're at. This is where we're at. I was in the wrong place. I was in the wrong place. Why, this is the wrong place. This is more complex than I'm thinking. So the problem is I got to find the action class where this decides to go to the additional configuration. So this is a controller choice, right? If I don't check this, if I do check it, it goes to another thing. So maybe where I was a better place. Let's leave that print statement in. So this is okay. I gotta show all the tools. I don't. Yeah, this is fine. This part's fine. Still in sleuthing mode, not yet fixing mode. We in an action class. Call this case 26. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. This code needs some rewriting work. Everyone who gets in here thinks this. Okay. When editing the list of site tools at Sun Tools, and then need an alias before it can start to be used. For young developers who might be watching this, it is pretty scary. As soon as you use the switch statement, then you're like, that should be like an alarm bell that's like, stop! Build context for template. Okay, so we're going in this. So we got to find an action. We got to find the action where we're deciding on which template to go to. Button continue. Features form. Features form. Panel equals main. Method equals post. Okay. Okay. There's so much here. This has got like 2 tools in it. Let's do something. Change. Do something. Continue. Turn off a little bit of the debug so I can see the work I'm working on. I really need to see all of the SQL statements that foo-rm is making. This one was supposed to be quick. It's never quick. This one here, the problem, of course, is... Okay, so we got do continue. Index. Action for template. I think I'm going to turn this one into log debug when I'm done. I got a feeling that code runs a lot. That's my feeling. Okay, so that's done. Let's recompile again. That will nicely redeploy when the time comes. We will log in and check to see if it's been redeployed by the time we log in. Go to Mercury. Are we redeployed? Yes, we are redeployed. Okay, managed. Build LTI tool context for template. Yeah, but that's the code that I decided. I didn't want to filter. I don't want to filter this list, right? I want to filter after we press this continue. So we see what happens when we press continue. We're really gonna let's make this here so I can launch that. It's out of the corner of my eye. Oh, something happened. Something sexy happened. Do continue. Case equals 26. Oh, I'm in case 26. Oh, option continue. So I can start tracking from here to here, right? Because that's case 26 in tool map. That's I don't want to go here. I want to decide if I want to figure out between here and here how it's deciding which of these things need to be customized. But that's okay because now we can go back. And we can start narrowing down. Narrow, narrow, narrow. Like we're just investigating. Do continue. So case 26 option equals 4. So what happens is case 26 here is case 26. Yeah. Case 26 is part of, well, that's an action. Or do we have two case 26s? Yeah, so there's two case 26s. Case 26, template, build, case 26, build, template. Action. So the action is the model part, the receiving of the post in a velocity tool. We're going to win. We're going to win. Code cannot hide forever because it's sitting on my desk and I can do grep. I know some people are smarter than me at this, but I don't care. I don't care. Oh yeah, we gotta refresh this all back. Manage tools. Clear that. Continue. So Case 26. Case index 4, case 26 build template. Okay, so that's the build template one, which is exactly what I thought. So there's actually a lot going on here. There is a redirect in between these two lines. There's a whole lot doing because there's a post redirect pattern. So I go back, refresh myself. Okay. Classes. Is this case 4? Case 4. Oh, system.out.println. Now these state-oriented things. So I think that is what I'm running. If forward, there's got to be more logic there. Action for template. Index equals 3, index equals 4. Oh, I want to rewrite this code right now. Case 4 action. I don't know, that doesn't make any sense because I would expect there to be more intelligence here. Oh wait, maybe there is more intelligence. Maybe there is more intelligence. No, there's no really intelligence there. Case 61. If you're doing a switch, dang, oh dang, and dang, and dang. Okay, whatever. How can case 4 do absolutely nothing? It has to be smarter than that. There needs to be more intelligence in that code. It's okay. We'll just system.out.println. Don't think case 4 template. Okay. Now, one more time. Doesn't take that long. 6 seconds. Deploy takes a little longer sometimes. Done with that. We have found our way into the code. We've got it bracketed, which is half the battle. Yep, there we go. So we refresh here. Okay, refresh there, manage tools. And then case 4 template. That's good. And now we're going to hit the continue. Case 4 action. Back. Lick. Choose a plugin tool. Now we're going to go case 4 action, case 4 template, case 4 action, case 26 build template. Somehow, doing this code right here, it decides, that's what controller code does, right? Man, it sure didn't look like there was much going on. Case 4 action. Oh wait, well maybe there is. The site used to, okay. That's what that is. Okay. So that's like my case 4. Get features. Okay. Okay, this is feeling good. Man, so this is getting all this selected. Okay. 20. I'm gonna read these things. Oh, that could be good. LTI tools start. Okay, man. Is that a map? Yeah, it's map string management. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've found the place I'm looking for. Now that's not the code I want to change, I am guessing. Deploy done. Manage tools. Okay, so now I'm going to say, check this checkbox. Say continue. Bam. Something happened. Adding LTI tool ID 78 LLL equals, and we're going to look for the name of that thing called site info. And site info is 1. Hee hee hee. Hee 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 hee. So I'm good. So now I got my data. I know where I'm at. Now I got to figure out where it's making ultimately that decision. Okay, I can hide that. I don't really need that guy. So now what I'm going to do is this kind of mailbox. Oh boy. In case of import. Okay, so we're going to look for LTI selected tools. I'm guessing they have to loop through these and see if there are any options. Well, so if there's any LTI selected, that's what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking. Okay, so this could be cool. Where are we looking at this? What's the system operating? a state.get attribute of that to figure out where it's looking at that, because it's going to decide. Update external tool list. I don't know what this does. I know what that's doing. I'm not sure if this is the place. I think because it's not seeming to make a controller decision as to what template to go next, because that's really what I'm looking for here. That's oh yeah, see this form input? Yep. It's too late. So by this time I'm already on the next page. Case 26. So somewhere there's a 26 and a 4. It's deciding, am I going to go to 26 or am I going to go to 24? Six. I don't believe that's it, but anything that's 26 is now. If new site. Okay, this is feeling like this might be the money shot. So here I think we're going to find that that's going to be a 4. So what it's doing for multiple instances of tools. Yeah, I'll figure this out. So let's just see if I've found my little bracket. I'm always looking for like a bracket to narrow down the bracket. Say, there we go. That's before and after. And then I can change that decision. So I got to figure out how to teach it, how to go through those tools and decide. But I think those tools are just sitting there in state, which means is I don't have to go talk to the database anymore. Okay, so I am going to not check anything, and it should go to case 4. Money, not 26 to 15. Okay, so it goes to 15. So is this guy 15? Okay. But now, if I check this tick box, it should say money 26. That's afterwards. Money 26. Okay. So now, let's just see what we got. What we're going to work in the money shot. Okay. If go to tool config or LTI tool selected. So this here LTI tool selected is the thing right here. If I can get that to go to be oh shit. If I can convince that to be false somehow. LTI tool selected. So let's see what LTI tool selected is. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call this LTI tool needs config. So I think I'm going to rename that variable to mean something different because I see it that LTI tool selected uses more in one place. So we'll come up with a more mnemonic variable name that helps us. Didn't change, I don't think I changed the code at all. Oh, sorry, it was still refreshing. Okay, so I didn't break anything. Just change the name of that variable. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so we're good. So now what I want to do is now by changing the name of that variable and identifying that that's its only purpose is now I can just, and now again, you're going to see how easy this is to frickin' fix. Where was I? Okay. So now tool ID. So I need, oh, my, no, 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 I don't want that. No, no, this we're going to get. So now change this. Existing multi-ion TZs. No, I do not understand this. Later. Okay. I might refactor this, but okay, let's put this on. Just put that in for safety. Okay. No, do one more thing. Okay, so now, if we don't check this, it should skip that dialog. If we do check this, it should look at that value that I've got, and tool map here as site info is 1, so I do see the dialog. So now, if we're going to cancel, go into Administration Workspace, and go to External Tools, and edit this guy, and change that to Bypass Configuration Dialog. And then we go to Mercury Site, and go to Manage Tools, and then we check this. I guess we can clear out our log for the moment. That should be a 0 now. Our other code, foo_rm, worked, and it should bypass. And it does. And it does bypass. And it does bypass. Found you, fixed you. Give me some coffee. Okay, found you, fixed you. Okay, how long have we been going? Hour and 3 minutes. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is I am going to take a break for a bit, because I like to take a break, because then sort of all of the fresh excitement of thinking I fixed it, which I'm pretty sure I have. I mean, I let that settle in for a bit and go do other stuff, and then I kind of come back to this, and the first thing I'll start is with code review by doing get diff. And I'll probably change the name of this variable site info to something else. I don't like that now. I think I'll call it site info dialog. I think that's what I'll call that. And I'll go through that, and I'll wipe things out in the thing, and I'll cause a database upgrade to happen, and I'll do all that stuff. But what I like to do at this point is sort of take a break at the moment of sort of seeming success, and do something different for a little while, and then come back to it. And I will come back to it. So see you in an hour or so. Cheers. See how we're doing on the live. Yeah, nobody probably's on the live. What are we doing? Come on, live dashboard. We have one. Well, it must be me watching, so we have absolutely nobody watching. But it doesn't matter, because people will watch this after the fact. Not the whole thing, of course, because it's super boring. So, signing off. Stop streaming.